Hello, welcome to English Day with Miri. In today's video, we are going to learn some common confusing words in English. We are going to learn accept versus accept, beside versus besides, advice versus advice, a versus an, a while versus a while. Let's start with accept versus accept. Accept is a verb which means to receive something, and accept is a preposition which means not including. Now let's have an example under accept. She accepted our family's traditions. Now in here the subject received my family's traditions. Now let's have an example for the preposition accept. Everyone was invited to the party except for Marian. Now in here, let's suppose there are 20 people in the room and the 20th person was Marian. Now not all of them were invited because Marian was excluded to the party. Next, let's move on to beside versus besides. These two are prepositions but they have different uses. Beside means next to, and besides means in addition to or aside from. Let's have an example for the preposition beside. There is a cafe beside the city library. Or you can say there is a cafe next to the city library. Now let's have an example for besides. I like listening to pop music besides classical. Or you can say, I like listening to pop music aside from classical. Now let's move on to the next one. Advice ending in CE and advice ending in SE. Advice ending in CE is a noun which means an opinion. And advice ending in SE is a verb which means to give an opinion. Now let's have an example for the word advice as a noun. Lori gave me a piece of advice concerning my problem. Now, if you want to make the word advice plural, don't say advices. Just say pieces of advice. For example, Lori gave me pieces of advice concerning my problem. Next, let's have an example for the word advise as a verb. Andrea advised John to reconcile with his brother soon. We have an action verb in this sentence, and that is the word advised. Next, let's move on to a versus an. They are both articles. But how do we use them? The article a is used before a singular noun that begins with a consonant sound, and the article an is used before a singular noun that begins with a vowel sound. For example, a red dress, a pencil, a glass. So that is for the article a. Now let's move on to the article an. We have an apple, an orange, an octopus. Now for the article a, please take note that there are some words that may begin with a consonant sound even though it is spelled beginning with a vowel letter, like the word one. It is spelled beginning with a vowel letter, which is O, but it produces a consonant sound. So be careful with this. One-way street. We cannot pass through here because this is a one-way street. So the correct article to use is a, since the word one produces a consonant sound. Now for the article an, we have here the example hour. As you can see, it is spelled beginning with a consonant letter, but it produces a vowel sound. So the same with the article a, we have to be careful with this type of words. Now let's use this in a sentence. I have been waiting for you for an hour. And lastly, we have the two-word a while and the one-word a while. What's the difference between these two? The two-word a while is a noun, and the one-word a while is an adverb. The two-word a while is commonly used with the preposition for, so that it can mean for a while. But for the one word a while, there is no need for us to use the preposition for before the word a while because it already means for a while. For example, let's use a while, the two word a while, in a sentence. I have not seen you for a while. So in here we use the preposition for prior to the noun a while. And let's have an example sentence using the one word a while. Could you please wait a while? Now this may sound strange because we did not add for, but the one word a while already means for a while. Now if we are going to add the preposition for prior to it, then there will be redundancy, a repetition for the use of the preposition for. So there is no need for us to add the preposition for the adverb a while. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and don't forget to subscribe.